Oh, Lachlan, I just don't have the time, the ability, the options. Insert excuse, reason, validation, whatever it might be, as to why you can't. Why my life, other people's lives, people who are fit, healthy, all those kinds of things is different to your own. But the reality is, within reason, you could have and do pretty much anything you want in this life if you're willing to make the choice. But most people don't want to commit. They don't want to give effort, intensity, and follow through. The three big things, the three things that are going to completely transform your life. It's too hard. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? All these kinds of things. Yeah, but also, what if you succeed? What if it's everything you've ever wanted and more? What if it delivers the life and the results that you have been waiting for? Waiting so long for? What if it was everything you ever wanted and all you had to do was just make that first decision and then just follow through over and over and over again? What then? What happens then? See, you'd probably be halfway there if you just actually started, if you'd actually begun. So I had this discussion with a friend of mine, she's a trainer as well. And she's offering up this program. It's a 7-day kickstart program. And it's very simple follow through, but she's found the easiest way to deliver it to get results. And she's like, it's 7 days. And people can't even do the tasks for 7 days. And I was like, and this is where we are at with our reality, with our society, where people are at when it comes to doing these things. 7 days feels like a lifetime. And then they wonder why they're not getting any results. They're wondering why nothing is actually changing in their physical world. Well, because it takes commitment, it takes follow through, it takes consistent effort in doing the work. But people don't want to give commitment, they don't want to give effort, they don't want to do these things. Like, it's amazing how much of a self-barrier to entry people have placed on it. That how they've trained their brain and their neural pathways and all these kinds of things for simplicity, for easy, for avoidance, for all that kind of stuff. You have to get out of this situation. You have to realize that you're going to have to commit and follow through, and that you can't return to who you have been. You can't keep doing what you have been doing. It is going to require more effort, more follow through than you thought you could give. It's going to require doing it for a longer period of time. But at the same point, momentum is the 8th wonder of the world. It is the thing that will change your life if you can build it. It's why there are no days off. It's why there is no exception. It's why it is every single day. Because a habit missed once is a mistake. A habit missed twice is the forming of a new habit. Now, it takes a lot longer than that to actually build it. But if the new habit is easier, more comfortable, more enjoyable, any of those things, then the actual habit that you're trying to build, it'll form way quicker. It'll build those neuro pathways way, way faster. Why? Because your body seeks out the easiest pathway. Your mind seeks out the easiest pathway. It's going to ingrain those into the neuro pathways, and it's going to take more than a little bit of rehabbing your life choices to get you away from doing those things. It's going to take effort. And here's the gap that, well, is holding you back from doing the things that you really want to do. The things that you really know you should do. Yesterday, I ticked over 500 days of demanding greatness. 500 days I've been here, delivering this message to you. 500 days I have done a weighted walk. I have worked out. I've drunk 4 liters of water. I've taken a daily photo. And I've eaten an animal-based diet. 500 days in a row. No exceptions. And people are like, oh, I can't commit for 7 days. And yet there is so much momentum behind that. There is so much momentum built into that, that I didn't even really register it. It didn't even occur to me. In my world, it was just another day. And this is how you change your life. You build it into it being that way, that this is just another day. But people have been so conditioned that they don't even want to risk 7 days. They don't want to risk 30 days, 90 days. That's intense. Discussed it the other day. Working out 4 days a week is extreme discipline. I think it's a really, really sad commentary on our society and our world. But on the flip side of that, this is the greatest opportunity. Never in the history of mankind has it been easier to be great at what you do, to excel, to become better, to demand greatness and separate yourself from average. Never in human history has it been simpler to become, well, head and shoulders above the rest. The only question is, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to make a choice and then follow the fuck through? That's it. As I said, momentum. It is the greatest thing that you could bless yourself with. But you have to just keep showing up. You have to just keep doing it. You have to keep following through. You have to keep doing the things that deliver those onto you. These are the separators. These are the things that will, well, set you up for life. That will give you the opportunity to be the man that you want to be. And then you must give it consistency, intensity, and effort. Day in, day out. Stop listening to your feelings. Stop listening to your emotions. Stop listening to what would feel nice in the moment and do what is required. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The easiest way to completely and utterly change your life is with a zero-choice mentality. Why? Because once you have a zero-choice mentality, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to negotiate with yourself. You don't have to have these questions about whether you want to actually do this or not. Whether today is the right day if you feel up to it. No, it's just getting done. Period. End of story. It is getting done. And it actually makes it way, way easier because there is no thought process. There is no questions. It's just, another day. This is what I do every day. Every day we push ourselves. Every day we work hard. Every day we see how much more we can do. I talk about it all the time. It's not about the physical. It's not about the six-pack. It's not about the abs. It's not about being strong, fit, and healthy. Although those things are fucking great. It's about here. It's about the mental game. It's about how you show up as a man. It's about how you show up to deliver in this world. It's about battling down those demons and becoming the greatest version of yourself. That's what it's about. And constantly learning to override that voice in your head, because you'll have two voices in your head. One that will be constantly pushing you towards easier. Have a rest day. Stay in. Sleep. Watch TV. Binge. Junk food. Alcohol. All those kinds of things. That voice will always be there. The key is getting stronger and more disciplined in the ability to tell it to shut up. The ability to do what is necessary, to do what is required, to do the things that you must do. That's where you gain everything from. That's where you gain the thing that changes your life, the things that separate you from the rest, the thing that makes you the greatest version of yourself. And it means facing those demons every single day, no matter what. Every day you show up and you do what is necessary, regardless of your feelings, regardless of the weather or what's going on in the world. You do the work. And you'll find that and I keep having this discussion, and I don't think people fully comprehend it, but you'll find that it gives you this incredible sense of satisfaction, this incredible sense of fulfillment and follow through, because you're doing what is necessary, not what is easy. There is something unquantifiable in that. There is something primal and incredible in it. It shows you where your true value lies. It shows you with what actually matters to you overall. Not just a farce, not just the words, not just talking about it, but actually what matters to you. And you can find it in the smallest of places, but the things that truly separate you. I had a client say to me this morning that they were like, I knew as growing up that instead of having pancakes and champagne for breakfast, I came to the gym and I worked out. And I was like, yes. You're choosing things that value that. And they're like, suddenly my whole birthday got better. That I went and did stuff. And I had a really productive day. And I felt good at the end of it. I wasn't hungover and all this kind of stuff. I wasn't hiding from my life through the form of food and alcohol. Yeah, it was a celebration, but you don't need those things to enjoy your life. We keep coming back to that one, and I talk about it all the time, and it's one that infuriates me no end. And people are like, well, what's the point of life if I can't enjoy it? It's a really good question. It actually is. But the problem is the emphasis you're putting on it. If enjoyment of life is predicated on the fact of eating, drinking, drugs, TV, social media, porn, whatever they might be, these sedation methods to give you a quick dopamine release. If enjoyment of your life is predicated on those facts, you need to take a hard look at your life and what you're actually doing. Because, well, that's not really a good life. That's not something to be proud of. That's not something that you should be happy with. That means that you require sedation and avoidance to have a quote-unquote good life. And that's a really, really sad place to be. So you need to take a much harder look in the mirror and actually start asking yourself, what matters in this life? What truly matters to me? And based on that answer, what am I willing to invest time, money, effort into to have the best possible life? And this, my friend, is how you'll separate yourself. And this, my friend, is also how you build a life that you're excited to live every single day. So if you're ready for that, come join Demanding Greatness. You know where to find me. Links in the bio, and it will change your life. But it starts with making that first decision about who you want to be as a man. And I cannot wait to see you there.